Hello everyone and welcome back to Simple&smart YouTube page. Today we are going to talk about the spittoon ball valve of DÜRR. In this video we are going to give some indication about this one, the spittoon ball valve of DÜRR company, made in Germany. This valve is normally applied on the water unit of a dental chair, and we are going to see what is the purpose of having this kind of valve inside the dental chair. The aim of this valve is to drive all the water coming from the basin inside the tube that goes in the suction unit. But why we do this? The reasons are two. The first one is that we don't have any drain pipe for the basin at the chair base, so we need to put somewhere the water that goes in the basin. By applying this valve, we can drive the water from the basin to the suction unit. In this way, we avoid to put a new tube on the floor. The second reason is related to amalgam separation. In the case we need to do the amalgam separation also in the basin, then we need to drive that water in an amalgam separator, and in that case we install the amalgam separator inside the machinery room because it's connected to the suction motor. We have to do the amalgam separation of the suction and also the basin. Once again, I don't have a drain pipe for the basin at the floor, and second reason, I need to make the amalgam separation also for the water that goes in the basin. In both cases, the installation of this valve is done in the same way. So we do the installation, as I said at the beginning, inside the water unit, and we need to pay attention about a few things. The first one is that we need, in any case, to separate the two systems, so the suction and the water coming from the basin. So to do that, we need to install also a selection valve that goes on the suction tube and this valve that goes on the basin tube. In this way, the two systems remain closed because the two valves are normally closed. When we open the suction, the selection valve will open and the basin will remain closed. In the opposite way, when we put water in the basin, the spittoon valve remain open and the selection valve remain closed. So we don't create any problems between the two pipes, let's say. How does it work, this valve? So basically, we put the tube of the basin over here, and when the water goes in, there is a sensor inside that feels the pressure of the water. So give the signal to the suction motor that start working, and at the same time, this valve will open. It's a quite simple valve, but let's say that there are also other valves in the market, but we don't like that much because this one is very stable and is very reliable during the time, so you don't need to clean or do crazy stuff. Or better, you need to clean, but you don't need to clean the sensor. You need to clean the tubing every day. An important practice to keep the valve alive is to wash the entire system. But this is for the suction as well, and anytime you have a DÜRR valve, it's better to wash the entire system for the suction and also for the basin in order to keep clean all the tubings. As maintenance, you don't have to do much, but there is a little filter inside here, and it's a good operation to have a look every day if there are dirty stuff inside here and wash it out. In case you don't want to use this valve, there are not big options, because if you don't have a drain pipe for the basin at the chair base, then where do you put the water from the basin? First question. And second, if you want to do the amalgam separation from the water that comes also from the basin, so you need to drive that water somewhere where there is an amalgam separator. You could avoid to make amalgam separation by using this valve, but it's not a good practice. Normally we install this valve in order to collect the amalgam in all the chair and not only from the suction, because when the patient spit in the spittoon, can be that the amalgam is also there. So we really suggest to use this valve when needed. I hope you got most of the information you need to know about this valve. In case you need to know more information, you can contact us on the info@simplesmart.it, or you can visit our website for more information or our YouTube channel. So thank you for watching this video and see you next time.